Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Ian McNaughton. This is Speaker Peace. Today I'm going to be doing a new video called Ian Preview Sports, where I preview the 2021 Styrian Grand Prix, the F1 race in Austria this weekend. If you've seen this channel before, you've seen some of my other videos, you might have seen Ian Review Sports. Well, today I'm doing Ian Preview Sports. I'm trying something different. Hopefully this works out. The quality of this video, I don't know how great it's going to be because I'm sure my board is tough to read. I'm using my webcam. I don't have a proper mic for something like this, so I'm just using my earbuds mic. I hope this works. So let's get into it. Let's try something new. So the last 5 2021 race winners this season. Last week at the French Grand Prix, Max Verstappen won for Red Bull. Azerbaijan Grand Prix, Sergio Perez won for Red Bull. And at the Monaco Grand Prix, Max Verstappen won for Red Bull. Fun fact, Red Bull has now won 3 straight races. It's the first time they've done it in the turbo hybrid era. So pretty much the last 5 years, I think it's the first time they won 3 straight races. So, I mean, obviously they were really good before with Sebastian Vettel at Red Bull and all that sort of stuff. But in the turbo hybrid era, this is the first time they won 3 straight races. Before that, Lewis Hamilton won the Spanish Grand Prix and the Portuguese Grand Prix for Mercedes. This weekend, we're going to be racing at the Red Bull Ring in Austria. I think it's Spielberg is the name of the town, Spielburg. That's Spielberg in Austria. The Red Bull Ring has seen quite a number of quality races, actually. I actually really enjoy the Red Bull Ring. It's one of my favorite tracks. We'll get into that later. But last 5 Red Bull Ring winners. So at the 2020 Styrian Grand Prix, Lewis Hamilton won that. At the 2020 Austrian Grand Prix, Valtteri Bottas won that. So basically last season, because of COVID, they don't usually start their season in Austria, but because of COVID, they started their season in Austria with 2 different races, back-to-back races. So good stuff. 2019 Austrian Grand Prix was Max Verstappen. The 2018 winner was Max Verstappen, and the 2017 Austrian Grand Prix winner was Valtteri Bottas. So it's a mix of Red Bull and Mercedes who have won here in the last 5 years. So the 2021 circuit, the Red Bull Ring, it's going to be 71 laps, 4.318 kilometers or 2.68 miles if you do it like that. Only big change or noticeable change you'll see is turn 6 has been modified. So the gravel, so I'll try and explain the Red Bull Ring. So the Red Bull Ring, you go uphill, you make a harsh right on turn 3, I guess that is. And then you go back downhill, you make a right-hander, and then you kind of have a long hairpin. Do this so I'm in the camera. You have a long hairpin, and basically that hairpin, as you're coming out of it, is like turn 6 for the Red Bull Ring. And pretty much at turn 6, the gravel is close to the track edge, and the sausage curve is removed. So pretty much the curve on the outside of the track, which is the long sausage curve, that's why they call it a sausage curve, because it kind of looks like a sausage. It's been removed. My rating of this circuit is 3.75 out of 5 stars. I like this circuit. I think this is a good circuit. It's fast, quick laps. Sometimes you have the chance for rain, like we might have this weekend. Should be really fascinating. Let's do the 2021 driver standings right now. So Max Verstappen is in first place with 131 points with Red Bull. Lewis Hamilton, Mercedes driver, has 119 points. Sergio Perez, he's third in driver standings with 84 points. Lando Norris, by the way, for McLaren, I don't actually have an orange pen. I don't know if you can see all my pens or my markers are up there. I don't have an orange marker. I need to get an orange marker. So for now, McLaren is also blue, which is kind of funny because, you know, going back to the beginning of the year when like half of the teams, half of the constructors, more than half, I think we're all driving with blue. And we're using McLaren for blue because I don't have orange. Lando Norris, McLaren driver, got 76 points. Valtteri Bottas, 5th in this driver standings with 59 points. Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz, the 2 Ferrari drivers, are 6th and 7th. Leclerc has 52 points. Sainz has 49 points. Pierre Gasly is eighth with 37 points. Daniel Ricciardo, another McLaren driver, 34 points, and then Sebastian Vettel. He got 30 points with Aston Martin this year. Constructor standings. Red Bull Racing has 215 points so far. Mercedes has 178 points. McLaren has 110. Ferrari has 94. AlphaTauri has 45. Aston Martin has 40. Alpine has 29. Alfa Romeo has 2. And Williams and Haas have nothing. Got a few questions I have anyways coming into the weekend. And that's what's over on this side of the question. I should also let everybody know I'm recording this about 9 a.m. Pacific time on Friday morning, which I live in Vancouver, so it's 9 a.m. It's a beautiful day outside. It's going to be a beautiful day outside. So pretty much, I think they're practicing right now. They're going to do qualifying on Saturday. So I'm going to preview without knowing most of the practice results and the qualifying results. However, I do know that Valtteri Bottas is getting a 3-place grid penalty for spinning in the pit lane. Not a smart idea. Not a smart idea. Don't do that. Wouldn't recommend. Questions heading into the weekend. Weather. It's supposed to rain today and tomorrow, Friday, Saturday in Austria, but then it's supposed to be dry Sunday. The rain will probably be off and on. I don't think the rain will be there all weekend and probably not race day because we've hardly seen rain all year. So keep an eye on weather. Weather could be a factor this weekend, maybe even on the race on Sunday. Who knows? Tires. So your tire compounds this weekend, your white hard tires are a C2 compound, the yellow mediums are a C3, and the red softs are a C4. So it's basically, we were talking about tires in Azerbaijan because of the exploding tires that were happening. This is one step up from that. So pretty much the compounds that you saw in Baku, they're now a step up from that. So they're a little bit harder. I believe they're like the ones that we saw in France, I believe. Because Baku and Monaco had the same tires, and then France had different tires. That sounds right. 2-stop versus 1-stop. Obviously, speaking of the French Grand Prix, we were talking about the 2-stop versus the 1-stop. Red Bull was for the 2-stop in France on Sunday. Worked to perfection. France was kind to Red Bulls. They got a first-place finish with Verstappen and a third-place finish with Paris. So they got 2 podiums. Mercedes obviously went for the 1-stop. They went from the mediums to the hards, and it didn't work out. Now I'm interested to see if Austria is going to be a 2-stop or a 1-stop. It also depends on weather too, I guess, but it's supposed to be dry. So the pit stop windows, I was reading an article but from 2 years ago, the 2019 Austrian Grand Prix, about Ferrari trying to go on soft early and then maybe work their way into hards. So in that article from 2 years ago, tires are a little bit different and the cars are a little bit different, but still it's not too far off. These numbers here are estimates or approximates. They're not true what you will see on Sunday. I highly doubt it. The softs, they can go from about 12 to 16 laps. That's your pit stop window. That's your window with those tires, about 12 to 16 laps. Medium tires, you can get about 20 laps out of them. And then the hard, you can get close to 25, 30 laps. So that's what these drivers and that's what these teams are possibly looking at. It'll probably be different on Sunday, but relatively close. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a 2-stop if somebody decides to go on the softs early and then maybe make a change for, softs, hards, and then maybe another set of hard tires. Who knows? And that's also, again, this is a 71 lap race that we'll see on Sunday. It's going to be a long, it's a fast but long race, if you know what I mean, where it's going to be quick. There's not really any camber issues when it comes, like you're not really putting pressure on any one tire specifically at one time. I think it's a pretty balanced circuit, which is why I like it. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's a 2-stop race. It probably will have to be. So I have looked for 2-stop. Red Bull's race to lose. This is their home Grand Prix, essentially, because Red Bull is from Austria. And they usually do rather well in Austria outside of the last 2 races that have taken place at the Red Bull Ring. So Red Bull has a really strong car, obviously. Their home circuit, and they got 3 straight wins, so they have momentum. Look for Red Bull to do really well this weekend. I'm excited to see how Verstappen and Sergio Perez do. I don't think it's their race to lose specifically, but it will feel like a gut punch if they have a DNF or if they fall behind a Mercedes or if something really bad happens to them. They're definitely going to feel like it's a gut punch. Ferrari improvement. They had a poor race in France. Their pace was off, their tires were off, everything was off about Ferrari in France, and they've had a really good season. So that was a gut punch essentially, was what happened in France. Their car has improved dramatically from 2020 to 2021, which you love to see. Whenever Ferrari is doing well, it makes things more interesting. Makes the field more competitive. We now have a battle for third place in the constructors with McLaren and Ferrari. Now McLaren's got 110 points, Ferrari's got 94. It's not quite the same, but still, there's a battle. And then Leclerc does well in Austria. He usually qualifies like in the top three. At least he has like the last 2-3 races. So he's got momentum in Austria as well. Look for Leclerc to do well. And also, I believe Carlos Sainz under this, well, there's no terms that are different, but last year he set the fastest lap I think ever on the Red Bull ring at a 120 something, maybe less, maybe 116 actually with the McLaren Renault. So he should be, he should be good for this weekend as well with Sainz, Leclerc. There is reason to be excited if you're Ferrari coming into France. And then finally, will my fantasy team show up? Probably not. My fantasy team is ass. It's really bad. And it includes both the McLaren drivers and both the Ferrari drivers, Esteban Ocon, and Red Bull as my constructor. I'm really banking on Red Bull as my constructor to do well. If not, I'm really going to have another bad weekend. I always forget. I sometimes forget that I even have a fantasy team because they're so bad. Yeah, that's Ian Preview Sports. That's the 2021 Styrian Grand Prix in Spielberg, Austria this weekend. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. Be sure to put your comments in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this and enjoy the race this weekend. I know I am. I am excited. This is the second race in a triple header. It should be great. All right. Thank you very much for watching. We'll talk to you again soon. Peace out.